All right, here. Today I'm going to make my predictions for this upcoming weekend's race at the Dover International Speedway. This weekend is going to be different compared to most other race weekends. Your typical race weekend will include one truck, one Xfinity, and one Cup race. But this weekend is a whole nother deal. You're going to have the truck race on Friday, an Xfinity Series race on a Saturday morning, and then a Cup race in the afternoon. And then you're going to wake up and do it all over again, starting with the Xfinity Series early on, and then Cup race later on that Sunday. So it's going to be a really cool weekend of racing. And you get the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday too, so it cannot get really much better than that. But I want to add, though, before I get into my picks, that I am doing a Pick 5 contest for this weekend's race. All you're going to have to do is comment down below your top 5 to get 5 for 5 correct. You get a t-shirt, a Chase Briscoe Dirt t-shirt, and if you go 4 for 5, you get an autographed hero card of your choice. 3 for 5, you get an unsigned hero card. I had a winner last week, 3 for 5. I say unsigned hero card. Just comment down below, and I'll get details going. So let's get started.
Ryan Priest, and you're watching William Blackwell on YouTube.
All right, here, my top 5 for Saturday's race is based off of facts and recent momentum. But here it is. My winner for Saturday is going to be the 4-car of Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has won the last 2 doubleheader races on a Saturday. He won the Pocono race, outlasted a hard-charging Denny Hamlin. And then on the Saturday Michigan race, he had an overtime finish, which he ended up winning. Or a late race restart, you get the point. And so I think Harvick's going to keep the trend going and make it 3 for 3 for doubleheader Saturday races. But there you go there. Harvick's going to pick up his 7th win of the season, which is big. I have a 2-race gap over Denny Hamlin. But second place is going to be 11-car of Denny Hamlin. Third place is going to be the 14-car of Clint Bowyer. Clint Bowyer is on to something as of lately, gaining a lot of points in the last 2 races. And also, I got to add, has the most stage points out of every single active driver. So that's big for that 14 camp if he's wanting to keep his ride for next year and make the playoffs this year. So that's big. So Bowyer third. Fourth place is going to be the 2-car Brad Keselowski. Brad Keselowski had a down Daytona race at the road course. He wasn't really up front, but everybody was new to that track, or at least most of the drivers were. So you really can't judge him he's going to have a bad weekend for so many months. It's just not going to happen. Just a one-race deal where no one knew what was going on. So Brad Keselowski still up top with Harvick and Hamlin competing for the wins. I got him at 4th place. 5th place is going to be the driver with the worst luck as of lately, and that's the 18-car of Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch started off the Daytona race and led some laps. And then all of a sudden, he flat spotted his tires, had a pit, got a lot of behind on sequence, and then next thing you know, later stages of the race, I think it was an axle that broke, and they had to replace a hubcap or something like that. It was just a bad deal for that 18 camp, and ended up breaking and finishing dead last, if I'm not mistaken. A terrible points day for Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch can still miss the playoffs if he somehow finishes outside the top 30 for the next 3 races. And Matt DiBenedetto, Clint Bowyer, and William Byron, and Jimmy Johnson have top 10 finishes, which is more than likely not going to happen, but Kyle Busch is going to have to step up his game. And I think he will on the Saturday race, getting a top 5 finish. But my dark horse, though, is going to be the 95 of Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell is racing in a Joe Gibbs prepared Toyota. His equipment is pretty good. It's not top-notch by any means, but I think it's up there and worthy enough getting a top 10 finish, though. So there you go. Winning is going to be the 4-car of Kevin Harvick. Second place, the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Third place is to be the 14-car of Clint Bowyer. And 4th place, the 2 of Brad Keselowski. And the 5th place car is going to be the 18 of Kyle Busch. And my dark horse, the 95 of Christopher Bell. And now to Sunday's race. Sunday's race is going to be a lot different. I think the drivers that were up front in the Saturday race are not going to be as contending for the win come Sunday. But here it is. I think the 4 car will. But winning the Sunday race is going to be the 9 car of Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott won Dover a couple years ago, and Dover's a really good track for Elliott, so I think he's going to win the Sunday race. You got to add, he won the Daytona Road Course last week. That was big. It was a big deal because not because it was Elliott's second win of the season, but it's because an Elliott finally won at Daytona. It's been a minute, so that's a big deal there. So Elliott's my winner. Second place is going to be a winner from Saturday, the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick is going to have a consistent Dover doubleheader, top 2 finishes in both races. So he'll move on from that and head to Daytona, which is a big unknown. I'm sure that's going to be a big wreck fest. And I'm probably hinting you my winner, a wreck fest, but I'll get to that next Sunday. But third place is going to be the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson is coming off a solid top 5 finish at the Daytona Road Course. I don't know if that means anything big, because the road course is new to a lot of drivers. So I think he's still going to keep that momentum in the right direction. So if a third place finish is going to be big, he just needs William Byron or Matt DiBenedetto or possibly Clint Bowyer to have a big mishap this weekend. But fourth place is going to be the 12 car of Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's had a up and down 2020 season. When he's up front, some bad luck strikes him and he finishes in the bottom half of the field. But I think a fourth place finish is going to be big heading into Daytona, which he nearly won the Daytona 500 earlier this year, finishing second and lost by a couple of inches. So you never know. Blaney can be a contender there. But fifth place is going to be the 10 car of Eric Almirola. Y'all remember when Eric Almirola had the streak of top 5 finishes going? It ended and it went to top 10. And then lately, 2 out of the last 3 races, Eric Almirola has finished outside the top 15. And that's just crazy. He was really consistent during the summer months. But Eric Almirola can pretty much lock himself into the playoffs this weekend if he were to have a top 10 finish in both races, if I'm mathematically right. But my dark horse for Sunday's race is going to be the 24 car of William Byron. William Byron has been really good lately, but if he does bad and his teammate Jimmy Johnson does good, it's going to get really, really interesting come Daytona. So I think Byron might contend for a top 10. So there you go there. Winner, Elliott. Second place, Harvick. Third place, Johnson. Fourth place, Blaney. Fifth place, Almirola. And dark horse, William Byron. Everybody, though, remember to please like and subscribe.